This week, the Afghan foreign minister will be visiting India, marking the first high-level trip by a Taliban leader to New Delhi since the group took power in 2021. And India is expected to press Afghanistan for cooperation on a range of issues, such as regional security, strategic issues. But the visit also coming at a tense moment, as reports have emerged of an unholy alliance between two terror groups in Pakistan. Intel sources to WION suggesting that the Lashkar-e-Taiba and the Islamic State Khorasan Province have joined forces under the supervision of Pakistan's ISI in Balochistan. This new terror partnership could have serious implications for Jammu and Kashmir, raising fresh security concerns for India. Photographs accessed by WION confirming that these two networks are now coordinating operations under the direct patronage of Pakistan's notorious spy agency. ISKP, long denounced as Daesh and even rejected by the Afghan Taliban as un-Islamic, is now being secretly repurposed by Pakistan's military to target Baloch nationalists as well as Taliban factions that defy Islamabad's control. And reports from ISKP's propaganda magazine also indicating an expressed intent to expand operations into Kashmir, a move that appears both coordinated as well as encouraged by Pakistan's deep state. Adding to the concern are reports that Pakistan is facilitating cooperation between the Lashkar-e-Taiba and the ISKP and using the Lashkar-e-Taiba's logistical networks to bolster ISKP's terror capabilities. This emerging coalition of these terror groups not only intensifying threats to Afghanistan and Balochistan, but also showing Pakistan Army's intent to reignite militancy in Jammu and Kashmir, destabilize regional peace, all under the classic Pakistan military guise of plausible deniability. A recently surfaced photo also showing ISKP's Balochistan coordinator handing over a pistol to senior Lashkar-e-Taiba commander Rana Mohammad Ashfaq. In fact, his work includes setting up new markas, which basically means indoctrination and training hubs. He's also instrumental in forging operational links with other terror entities of different sects. Mangal, meanwhile, is the son of former Balochistan caretaker Chief Minister Nasir Mangal and has long been a key asset of the Pakistan spy agency. For over a decade, in fact, Mangal has commanded a private death squad targeting Baloch nationalists. And since 2015, Mangal also acted as the ISKP's primary facilitator in Balochistan, arranging safe houses, funding arms supplies. His role was also mentioned in a 2015 report issued by Pakistan's own investigative agencies. By 2018, the ISKP, with ISI's direct financial and logistical backing, had established two main operational bases in Mastung and Khozdar districts. Mangal was appointed as the camp in charge, responsible for provisioning weapons and funds. And his death squad, active since 2010, also continued eliminating the Baloch rebels on ISI's orders. Mangal's deep ties with Pakistan's political elite are no secret. A 2023 photograph showed him alongside President Asif Ali Zardari, which goes on to show the immunity and the clout that he enjoys within Islamabad's establishment following the Taliban's rise to power in Afghanistan. ISI revamped ISKP's presence in Balochistan. The Mastung camp was, in fact, tasked with attacking Baloch insurgents under Mangal's supervision, while the Khozdar camp handled cross-border terror missions in Afghanistan. Arms and funds flowed to both sides through ISI intermediaries, and then in March this year, Baloch fighters mounted a massive strike on ISKP's Mastung facility, killing about 30. But ISI could not let it go. Retaliating swiftly, ISI instructed the Lashkar-e-Taiba to step in. And by June 2025, the LET chief, Rana Mohammad Ashfaq, arrived in Balochistan, followed by the LET deputy, Saifullah Kasuri. The newly emerged picture of Mangal and Ashfaq together confirming formal coordination between the Lashkar-e-Taiba and the ISKP. And analysts believe the partnership aims to target both Baloch insurgents as well as Taliban factions in Afghanistan, executing ISI's regional agenda. And the Lashkar-e-Taiba's presence in Balochistan is not exactly new, of course. Its Markaz Taqwa in Quetta, led by the Afghan war veteran Saqib Hussain, has been operational for years now. And between 2002 and 2009, Lashkar also maintained a training camp in the region, the same facility where Indian Mujahideen co-founder received weapons training in 2006. It's now believed that the Lashkar might begin deploying its fighters alongside the ISKP in operations against the Baloch insurgents, mirroring the group's earlier collaboration with the Al-Qaeda during the Afghan Jihad. And this LET-ISKP convergence under ISI supervision, signaling a rather dangerous transformation in Pakistan's terror ecosystem, one where ideologically distinct groups are merging into a single state-backed apparatus to serve Islamabad's geopolitical and sectarian objectives across the region. And for India, this is a worrying development. Intelligence indicating that the ISKP and LET are now working together with an eye on expanding attacks into Kashmir. And this emerging coalition not only threatens Afghanistan and Balochistan, but also signals a renewed attempt to try and destabilize Jammu and Kashmir, reinforcing Pakistan's use of terrorism as a state policy. And as this dangerous alliance takes shape, the collaboration between the Lashkar-e-Taiba and the ISKP under the ISI supervision just shows how proxy networks continue to be used by Pakistan to further its strategic objectives. All eyes will be on Afghan Foreign Minister's India visit, and these issues are expected to come up in the talks. Needless to say, WION will be closely monitoring those developments. Shifting focus for now, what if the drink that you thought was a healthier choice is actually putting your liver health in jeopardy? Could your daily diet soda or sugary drink be doing more harm than you thought? A study in the United States has raised alarm over non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. Let's break it down for you. This is a groundbreaking new study held by First Affiliated Hospital of Suzhou University in China. It suggests that even a single can a day could raise your risk of a serious liver condition. Even drinking as little as 1 can a day could increase the risk of this potentially deadly liver condition by up to 60% for diet sodas and 50% for sugary beverages. This is a condition where fat builds up in the liver of those who drink little to no alcohol. This can lead to severe complications over time, which includes liver failure and even liver cancer. In the United States, the prevalence of this disease has surged by 50% in the last 3 decades. It has affected nearly 38% of the population. The research, which followed nearly 124,000 participants over 10 years, found that those who replaced sugary or diet sodas with water had a lower risk of developing the condition. It's nearly 13% less risk for sugary drinks and over 15% for diet sodas. And this study underscoring the importance of considering the impact of diet on liver health, particularly as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease becomes an increasingly important and serious global health concern. The liver is one of the body's most important organs, but it's also vulnerable to a range of diseases that can seriously impact our health. Here's a look at some of the most common liver diseases. Hepatitis A and E, viral infections spread through contaminated food or water, while hepatitis B, C, and D are transmitted through blood and bodily fluids. These can lead to long-term liver damage if left untreated. Cirrhosis, on the other hand, a chronic condition where healthy liver tissue is replaced by scar tissue and often caused by prolonged liver injury. And then there is Wilson's disease. It occurs when the liver accumulates too much copper, which can damage other organs. And then there is a condition where the body absorbs too much iron, leading to potential liver damage. There are several other factors that contribute to a liver disease. Viral infections, particularly various forms of hepatitis, are a leading cause. Alcohol abuse, obesity, especially when paired with diabetes, increase the risk. And then there are autoimmune conditions where the body mistakenly attacks its own liver cells, leading to chronic liver disease. And as the experts continue to examine the links between diet sodas and liver health, this research calls for a re-evaluation of these popular beverages and their role in our diets. North Korea has unveiled a new hypersonic missile at an arms expo in the country's capital, Pyongyang. The development coming amid a warning from the supreme leader, Kim Jong-un, that no area in South Korea is safe, claiming North Korea can strike anywhere using advanced weapons, including hypersonic missiles. Take a look.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.